Hello and welcome to the final The Church at Hiraeth of 2024. If you stayed with us throughout the course of the year, that's great, and we certainly do appreciate that. And as we very often say, the purpose of these online services is to communicate that God is real, that he's alive, and also that he cares for us as individuals as well. And hopefully you'll be with us in 2025 as well. We've got some new things planned for next year. But for now, let's see out the old year, praising the Lord and glorifying his name. Amen.
For the last service of the year, we'll sing the last carol of the year too. This is Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
Our reading comes from the book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verses 18 and 19. Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Forget the former things, don't dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. And in particular, it's the first verse that I wanted to focus on in our final message of the year. Because this is the time of the year when we do often look back. Yes, we look forward, but it's also good to look back. Now, the verse there tells us, don't look back. In fact, to read those words again, it says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. It's all about context, isn't it? Because in the context of what that writing is all about, the next verse says, see, I am doing a new thing. So you don't have to dwell on the past and mope with the things that have gone before, because something new is about to happen. And in that way, the same context, if bad things have happened in our lives in 2024, we don't have to focus on them, do we? Because you know what happens when you keep looking at bad things? They magnify, and the molehill becomes a mountain. And we get consumed, we get overtaken, we get all sorts of negative things that start off as tiny little thoughts that become huge monsters in our lives. So it's good not to dwell on the past when bad things have happened, and even in some ways when good things have happened, because you can live in the past, can't you? So there is the sense that we don't look at the past, we don't dwell in it, we don't focus on it, we don't magnify it, especially when it's been a bad year. But there is the sense, the context, that we do reflect on the things that have gone. And that's what I do at this time every year. I have done for decades now in my life. I not only look ahead, but also I look back as well. I reflect. Not dwell on the bad things and think about them and get all down over the bad things that have happened, because let's be honest, in all of our lives, good things have happened to us in 2024 and maybe not so good things as well. And human nature is to look at the bad things and to magnify and dwell on those. But I do reflect. I reflect on the year that's just gone. And I'll go back a year further when I was looking ahead and I had plans and objectives and things that I wanted to achieve in my life. And as I look back over 2024, it's been a good year. Lots to dwell on in the positive. Lots of things that have happened, lots of change in my life, not just in this year just gone by, but in the previous 2 or 3 years before as well, 4 years even, because we're into our 5th year now of being in our home. So lots of change in the last few years for me, not to dwell on in the negative, but actually to reflect on in the positive. So I want to encourage you as we say farewell to another year, not to dwell, not to mope, not to get down. Deal with those things that would cause you to feel that way, of course, but draw a line under them and move on. Sometimes in life, we have to shake the dust off our feet and move on into something new. But before we think about the new things that will happen in a new year, let's reflect on some of the real positive things that have happened in our lives over the last 12 months. I've got so many. And when you reflect on the good things, it pushes the bad things out of the way. It's like going into a darkened room, isn't it? You put the light switch on and all the darkness disappears. But there are still a few shadows up the corner. Don't dwell on the darkness. And don't dwell on the shadows either, but focus on the light. And there are some great things ahead in 2025. But for now, rejoice in the positive things that have happened in 2024.